your top in the chat box. Type your topic in the chat box. We'll talk about it. You all selected topics yesterday, right? That you make a presentation tomorrow. Okay, mobile device security. Thank you. And please, all of you should type in your topics. Okay, Fadil, you won't come to class. Okay, thank you. So please type in your topics.
Understand that it crisis management. It's the crisis management efforts.
Okay, what I need you to do is type your name and your topic. Name and topic.
Ashake, mute your mic.
Please, your name and topic. Name and topic.
Thank you. We have seen Elias' project name, Aliyu Abdulaziz Elayo. Thank you. Others should also follow suit.
Have you joined?
Yeah,
Good. Very good, Mama.
I can't hear.
The question is, type your name and your project topic, please, in the chat box.
Mohammed Rimi, were you not in the morning class? Mohammed Rimi, you were not? Okay. You're welcome, everyone. Dr. Zarifa said you should all drop your names and your topics, the ones you chose for your project. Aliyu Abdulaziz said he's doing safe gaming practices. Ahmed Aliyu said he's doing cyber hygiene for healthy life. Ibrahim Bagaji said he's doing mobile device security. Mohammed Rimi, just fishing. You need to put the full topic, Mohammed Rimi. What is your topic?
Ma?
Miss Smith, over to you.
Ma?
Mohammed Rimi, you just wrote fishing. What is your topic? Fishing. What do you want to do about fishing? We want a full topic on fishing.
Okay, so for those of you that don't remember or did not take notes yesterday, I'm going to post it in the group, in the chat box. And Dr. Zarifa is going to show you again on her screen. But meanwhile, I'll just post it now.
Yes, Hasna Habibu, your hand is up. You have a question?
No, ma, I was the one that picked mobile device security. I even typed it already before that person.
Yes, there's no problem. As long as more than one person can
I don't
have
know
the
if it's
same
me, but
topic,
the
okay?
network is
So
fluctuating from my
you
own
and
end.
everybody's
Yeah.
approach will be
I can't
different,
hear.
so there's no problem.
Okay.
Ibrahim, there is your name is not full, so
I can't hear anybody. You
it's,
can
it's
talk.
Ibrahim who? Mobile device
I can't hear
security.
Hasnatu. Let me-
Okay, Abdurrahim Isa Ali, please type your name and topic. There's somebody at Sheikh's phone. I don't know who that is. Please, your name and topic. Mr. Muhammad K, your name and topic. Saleh, your name and topic, please. All right, thank you for those who listened and did as I was asked. We're not coming back to this again. So if you have not typed your name and your topic, then you're going to miss out in the presentation. You're going to miss out in the examples. Okay. So for those of you who posted your names and your topics, thank you. What we're going to start with now, Ms. Peace, can you please make me a host? What we're going to go over now is an overview of what is expected in your pitch deck. Okay, can you all see my screen?
Yes.
All right. So I know that you've already gone over this like a million times, yeah? Between yesterday and today. But we're just going to go over it a little bit. And then after we're done, we're going to look at the name, the topics, your project name. Now, not the topic that you selected for your project name. And then I'll hand over to Ms. Peace and you'll do a demo to show you how your pitch deck will look like when you're done with it. Okay, so for your pitch deck, the first thing that the people who you're pitching to will see is your title slide. So your title slide will have your project name, your team name, and date. Is anyone, or do we have any team here? Are there, is any one of you working with another person and submitting their project as a team? Okay, yes, Abdul Aziz Elayo, you and who, please? Who's your team member? Okay, you and your brother. Okay, so for people who are in teams, you have your project name, you have your team name. So you need to come up with a team name and then you have your date. So for the project title, okay, Joeria and Cancer. Okay, you have a team. So let me see. Okay, so so Joeria and Cancer. Okay, okay, Saleh and Ashik. Okay, so for those of you who are working in teams, please can you type your names and your topic? Because it will be easier for me now to work with what you have. So please type your name, you and your team members' name. One of you can go ahead and do that. Okay, so for Saleh and Ashek, okay, Abdulaziz Elayo. Okay, Abdulaziz, okay, no problem. So for any of you who are working in teams, you need to select a team name, choose a team name that I know we're still young adults, so please don't choose a name that will show your age. Choose a name that shows what you want your audience to visualize when they hear the name. For example, Cancer and Juaria, they are doing mobile device security. So what is the team name that you're going to give yourselves? Give me an example. You can just type anything, just an example, something that I can start working with. It doesn't have to be anything elaborate, just a simple example of what you want to name your team.
They said virus police.
What?
Hasna and Joaria, they just responded in the chat box. They said virus police.
Yeah. Okay, so you see, and that's a good name. What about Abdulaziz and his brother? Can you type the name you're thinking of having for your team? So some examples is, you can have a secure squad. You can have something like security guru. You can have cyber knights, knight like white knight or knight in armor. You know, you can have digital defenders. These are just sample of names that you can use for your teams. So now that we have looked at the team names. Okay, Abdulaziz, you're thinking, no problem. I've already started. Gaming nights. Oh, that's but that's nice. But okay, please, you need to agree between Abdulaziz and Aliyu. You need to agree on a name. Okay. So you can have digital nights if you want, or secure nights, or something like that. I'll post some sample names for you that you can choose from if any of them appeal to you. So I'm going to add some of this. You don't have to use any of this. It's just to give you an idea of the kind of team names that you can select. Whoa, I shake. Our name is Dragon Knight Code Black 1000, and that's very. No, I think you need a better team name. That's Dragon Knight Code Black. You can do better. Please try something else. Okay. Or you can speak to your siblings to see if they can come up with other cool names for you. And also you can even speak to your parents to see if they can make some suggestions. All right. So you once you select your team name, now that is one of the first those information on your title slide is what your audience will see. White hatters, yeah. So white hatters is fine. Okay. So the next is, okay, we'll go back to your project name now. You know that all the names that you gave me is, you mentioned your topic, the topic that you selected for your project. Yes, we are coming to that. The topic that you selected for your project. I know there's some people doing mobile device safety, recognizing and avoiding phishing, and you have safe gaming practices, and you have cyber hygiene. So you need to come up with a name. You need to come up with a name for your project. This is just the topic that you selected. So you need to come up with a name for your project. A name that will make the audience want to listen to what you have to present, a name that will attract the attention also of the audience. So we will work on some of the topics that you have already given me. So mobile device security, we'll find some suggestions, and you can work, these are just suggestions to help you pick a better project name or a better team name.
Hello, can you hear me, Dr. Zarifa? Are you there? Can anyone else hear me? Can you hear me? If you can hear me,
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So this is an example of a name that you can use for your topic. as a topic, your project topic? Yes, I don't know why this slide, okay, can you see it now?
Yes. Yes.
How can, oh, okay, thank you. So I've posted, okay, sample topics that you can use for your project as your project name. So guard my device is one. Another one is mobile shield up. You know, a shield protects you. So mobile shield up, you know, your shield is up, which means you're protecting your mobile device. And so these are some of the some suggestions that you can use for your mobile device protection. Yes, for mobile device protection. Then the next slide should be a problem statement. So why is it a problem? Why is safeguarding your mobile device important? If you don't safeguard your mobile device, what happens? So that is the problem. That is the problem that you want to provide a solution for. So if you don't safeguard your mobile device, it can be stolen. You can lose access to your personal information. Your personal information can find themselves on, your personal information can be sold on the dark web. It can be used to perpetrate other crimes. Your identity can be stolen. These are some of the reasons why you need to safeguard your mobile device. So this is the problem that you need to identify. What are the problems? What are the problems that your topic or that your project will solve? So the next one is the solution. Then for the mobile device security, so you have identified the problems. Now you need to state what the solution is, what your proposed solution is. What your proposed solution is. So mobile device security, maybe what you want to advocate for is multi-factor authentication. So that is your solution. You want people to have more security on their mobile devices by using multi-factor authentication. And multi-factor authentication means that it will be a little bit more difficult to break into your mobile device, even if you lose the device, because it needs more than one authentication method for the person who has stolen your device to access the information on your device. The next one is the benefits. And what is the benefit of your solution? The solution that you are proposing, if it's a campaign, if it's an awareness program, whatever you're proposing, what is the benefit? The benefit is your data will remain secure. That is the major benefit of protecting your mobile device. You're protecting your data and you're protecting your identity. The next one is implementation plan. So how do you plan to go about, I don't want to use implementing again. How do you go about your proposed solution? How do you go about, if someone says, okay, I'm interested in this solution, how do you want to, what's the word? What are the things that you need to put your solution in place, to install maybe your solution on people's devices, or if it's a poster you're making, how do you go about making the posters? If it's an awareness campaign that you're going to do, okay, what are the things, what are the activities that you need to carry out in order to get to your intended goal? So if you want to do an awareness campaign on the use of multi-factor authentication for securing your mobile device, you can have, you can make posters on that. You can go to schools, you know, just list out the steps that you intend to carry out to achieve your solution. And then the next one is the market opportunity. So if someone comes and says, I'm interested in purchasing your solution, how do you explain the impact of your solution to that person? Or I want to show you, I want to, like, how do you sell your solution to potential investors? So you have people in the audience. Maybe I have some money. I want to invest in one of you. I want to see the solution that will make me go, this is a very good idea. I want to put money into this because I know the impact will be quite high. So how do you convince me to give you my money for your solution? So, and this is what the market opportunity is, and then call to action. So what do you want the audience to do on their own part? If you're advocating for mobile device, multi-factor authentication for mobile device to enhance the security of your device, what will the audience help you? What will the audience do on their own part to spread awareness? Yeah, okay, yeah, to spread awareness, but they can take it up. Maybe they have, okay, you have all of you, let's say you have social media sites. You can now spread it onto your social media sites. You can speak to people at home about it, you know. You can reflect on it. You can talk to people about the solution. So just like we are talking to you here, you can talk to your friends about it. You know, okay, I have, do you realize that a lot of teenagers do not have a good security on their mobile devices, which leads to stealing of their personal information, identity theft, and this. We need to do something about it. So on my own part, I'm creating an awareness. I'm doing a campaign on use of multi-factor authentication. So how can you help me spread this awareness? How can you help me make sure that it reaches the intended audience? You know, you can also speak to parents. Let's say the people in school, you can go to schools, you can go to your school, you can start from your school. Let's say, I don't know how schools operate now, but when I was in school, we used to have assemblies, and sometimes they call certain people to speak during these assemblies. So you can speak to your form master. Really, I have no idea how the structure of secondary schools are now, but maybe you have someone that you can speak to, an admin. Say, okay, I want to raise awareness on security, and I want to speak to my fellow students. Can I have 5 minutes on the, oh, they do that in your school. That's nice to know. Can I have 5 minutes to speak about my campaign on securing mobile devices or staying safe while online? You know, it can be any topic, you see? So, and then once you speak to them, you can also tell them, please pass the message on, pass the message on, pass the message on. And that is how your campaign will have more impact, because it is reaching a wider audience. And then visuals for your presentation, make sure you don't use text only. Texts are boring. I know what I'm sharing with you is just text. There is no graphic anywhere. 1 second, please. 15 minutes. There's no graphic anywhere, but if you remember my presentation from last week, we had some graphs and then we had some hands-on. You know, I believe some of you had some fun with the practical session. So, and for your presentation, you can actually use a video. So for people who are really into video gaming, you can use a gaming software, you know, and design your presentation. So it doesn't have to be a PowerPoint. And you can capture all this information on your gaming software. No, I'm not a gamer, so really, I don't know I can't give you an example. I don't know if there's anybody in class who has used gaming software before and can share with the group. All right. Any questions? Like a coding game? You can write a code, but the code now, will it have a user interface that people can actually see? Remember, your audience may not have your coding skills. So if you just type line and line and line of codes, it will be difficult for people to understand. But if it has a graphical interface that people can see and understand, then it's fine. You remember some of the games that we played last week? They were just games to emphasize on certain aspects of cybersecurity. So you can think of that, not necessarily for your pitch deck for tomorrow, because you're presenting your pitch decks tomorrow. But going forward, just think of a fun way that you can share your cyber awareness, cybersecurity solution awareness campaign. Like coding a game, yes, you can do a game, but as long as it will follow these steps 1 to 7, you know, you can have an animation. An animation would be a fun way of doing your campaign. So imagine having an animation, you know, and people can just download it and see it, you know, with captions and stuff like that. It's an entertaining way of educating people. And I believe it will have more impact than if it's just a pitch deck. But that's my take. So what do you think? If you have an animation, you know, and you have, let's say you're doing cyber hygiene, you know, someone is using his password, using an insecure password or not a strong password. And you can just show, okay, you use 1, 2, 3. Then, you know, another tiny person like a hacker is there. Yeah, let me try the common default passwords that people use. Maybe I'll get lucky, you know, and you just try 1, 2, 3 and you gain access. Let me read the chat. You're saying, yes, that is what I mean. Text is difficult for you to. Yes, nice to meet you. How would you explain the text? But if it has graphics, it is easier for people to understand. Yes, graphical. And that's why I even mentioned the animation. If you can do, and yeah, hello, I'm Yasir. Yeah, oh, that's nice. So, any questions? I hope I wasn't speaking to myself since, okay. So Mohammed Suleiman Jibrin said no, Abdulaziz Elayo said no. All right. So 2 out of what? How many people?
14
14 minus 3. That's 11. So 3 out of 11 have no questions. Well, you can count Miss Peace, Dr. Amina, and I. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, thank you for the responses for those who have responded. So now that we have discussed how your pitch decks are expected to look, and what is expected what you're expected to have in your pitch text. We'll go back and start with your project name. I've given an example of project names that you can use. For those who are working in teams, I have also given an example of the team name that you can use, a suggestion. So I want you all to type your name and your project name in the chat box, please. Your name and your project name. And for those of you who are in teams, your team name. Please, we have 5 minutes to do that. Okay? And if you can't think of any, please post on the group that you want some suggestions on your topic. Okay. So White Hat is securing mobile device. So, okay. Yasir Suleiman, mobile device security. And we have Abdulaziz Alayo, safe gaming practices, team name Cyber Defenders. Cyber hygiene for cyber life. Ahmad Aliyu, okay. Muhammad Sani Rimi, avoiding phishing scams. Okay. So more, please. We have 13. Please continue dropping your topics in the chat box.
Ashay, we are waiting for your topic. Abdurrahim Isa Ali. Mohammed Suleiman Jibrin. Ahmad Aliu, have you sent yours? I've not seen yours. Ibrahim Magaji, you sent earlier. Send it again. Okay, I've seen for Ahmad Aliu. Who else is here? Ibrahim Magaji. Abdurrahim Isa Ali. Ibrahim, send your project title. Saleh and Ashik, securing mobile devices. Mobile device security, okay. I think that's everyone, Dr. Zarifa.
Okay, so most of you have your topics. So do you think your topics, the project name you have is good? So Ibrahim Magaji, you have mobile device security. You don't want a different name for your project? So for people who are doing digital cyber hygiene, these are sample suggestions for project name? That you can use for mobile devices. I believe I've already given you some suggestions. Mobile security. I think quite a few of you are doing mobile security. All right. So, excuse me, please. Remember what I told you. Your topic should be should catch the interest. It should be it should be something that once your audience see, they want to see what is next. Do you understand? It should be very catchy that people can say, okay, I want to see more. I want to hear more. I want to know what other what there is. It this person has to say. It's just the name. The name should be a selling point for your presentation. So I'm going to add some suggestions for you. More suggestions. You feel free to choose from it. This is suggestions on cyber hygiene. I think for each of the topics, I'm going to drop 3 suggestions, and if any of them, if you like any of them, you can use them. If not, you can use the ones that you want. Okay. So this is for cyber hygiene, and we have mobile device security, right? So I'm going to drop for mobile device security 3 also. Just give me 2 seconds. I will start dropping them. Chat. Please keep quiet, okay?
What's apple juice? Mama, what's apple juice?
Okay, so I'm going to have, this is for mobile device security.
More security? Mama, you said more security yesterday. The cartoon got going 7 and some go about some.
Please ignore the background noise. Just give me 1 or 2 minutes to take it away. Okay, so we've done. All right, we have done for 2 topics. So one for securing your mobile one for cyber hygiene. Which other topic? Phishing scam. So let's see what we can have for phishing scam. And then we have safe gaming practices. Okay, so give me some minutes and I'll post that on the group chat now. So did any one of you see any of the suggested project names? Any of the suggestions that appeals to you?
I don't want to get up first.
And now we have the phishing scam, right? That's the last that we.
You too black.
Okay, so so who's thinking PJ Maxx? So did any of the suggestions? Did any of the is there any of the suggestions that that you like?
But it's Fadil that is saying PJ Maxx. He doesn't want to enter the
class, no problem. You'll have fun presenting tomorrow. Okay. So we're going to do the last one in the next few seconds and we'll be done, and I'll hand you over to Miss Peace.
Ma, are we coming for physical class on Thursday and Friday?
I'll hand over to Miss Peace to answer that. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Miss Peace, are they having any physical class?
Fadil, this should be the last time you ask me this question. Really?
No, Ma, it's not Fadil, it's me.
It's you who, Ahmad?
Yes, and it's even him that told me to ask you. Are you mad?
Tell
Are
him to stop asking quickly. We'll communicate to your parents and then they'll let you know if we're having a physical class or if we're going to continue virtually by tomorrow.
Okay, Ma.
All right. So we're doing the phishing one now and we'll be done. Okay, so for phishing, these are some suggested project names that you can use. All right, so that's all. So what I want you to do now is, based on the suggestions that I posted, you don't have to use my suggestions. Please now post your your name and your project topic. If you are working in teams, then your team name and your project name. So if you are doing individual presentation, your project name and your name. If you're doing a team presentation, your team name and your project name, please, in the group chat. Ahmad, I've already done for phishing, for cyber hygiene. Just check all the chats. There's one is keep it fresh, practice cyber hygiene. There's one stay sharp, stay safe, master cyber hygiene. And then the third one is be cyber wise, clean up your online act. That's for cyber hygiene. Virus police, mobile device security, okay. So that's the team name and their topic. Okay, Cyber Defenders Project, okay. Thank you for that. So we have the two teams, they have submitted their team names and their project names. So, and the others, we're waiting for the others. We're waiting for you, please. So 4 out of 13. Sorry, 4 out of 11. We still have 7 people left. 7 of you are still pending. Can you please type in your name and your project name? Don't worry, it's the final time you're typing it. Okay, I'm going to start calling names. Ibrahim Isa Aliyu, Ali Ahmad Aliyu, Ibrahim, I believe that's Ibrahim Magaji, Mr. Muhammad K, Muhammad Rimi, Muhammad Suleiman Jibrin. So these are who we're waiting for. Please type your name and your project name. Okay, Ms. Peace, over to you. I think they are probably sleeping. So we'll see you at your presentation. I finished. Let me submit Muhammad Rimi. Okay.
All right. Thank you so
Submit.
much, Dr. Zarifa. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Can you unmute yourself and appreciate Dr. Zarifa?
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Zarifa.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Ma.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Ma.
Thank you. Thank you. All
All
right.
right.
Bye.
Thank you very much, Ma.
Thank you so
Enjoy
much.
Okay, and before I leave, I'm just going to post something for you to play around with. It doesn't have to be today, it doesn't have to be tomorrow, but when you have time after we're done with your pitching, you can play around with it. Okay. It's just it's another game that was supposed to have been shared with you last week as home fun. So Miss Peace has it. In case you miss it, she can get it.
All right.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye. Okay, so can everyone turn on their video now? Turn on your video and mute yourself. We are going to do like a demo session so that everyone would really understand what we've been trying to talk about since yesterday. Turn on your videos. Mohammed Rimi, your video. Abdurrahim, turn on your video. Hasna, turn on your video. Asheik, turn on your video. Yasir, turn on your video. Ibrahim Magaji, turn on your video. Saleh, turn on your video. Asheik, turn on your video. Ibrahim Magaji, your video. Hasna, your video. All right. Hasna, did you tell Khartoum and her sister to join in?
Yes, but her iPad started when she joins it leaves on
The
its
two
own.
of them. The two of them.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. Thank you very much. Abdulaziz Elayo, turn on your video. Saleh, I'm waiting for your video. Asheik, if you're not going to turn on your video, it means you are not in this class. And Ibrahim Issa Ali, even in the morning, you didn't turn on your video at all. This should be Muhammad, don't know. Just turn on your video so I can see everyone. Ahmad Ali, where is Fadil? Because he's going to be doing the demo for us. He'll be the first person. So get Fadil quickly, please.
Well, see me here.
All right, turn the camera to yourself so I can see you. Okay, so open a PowerPoint presentation, a blank PowerPoint presentation, and then I'll make you the host so you can share your screen. And there's noise in your background.
He's my stupid cousin brother.
Don't ever use that word on anybody. What is wrong with you? Don't do that ever again.
Ma, he went to go and tell you that it was me that was asking you when are we having a physical class.
Because it was
Don't
you.
do that. Hey, please. We have people that want to learn. Stop that, Fadil.
I've opened the PowerPoint.
Okay, so you can share your screen now. Everyone, turn on your videos so I can see that you are watching. Because this is a demo session. If you miss it, it means you might not know what to do in your presentation. And it's due tomorrow. And you're going to be presenting this starting tomorrow. And you're not just going to share your screen with us, you're also going to explain. It's going to be like a full presentation, just as your facilitators have been doing since we started this boot camp. Fadil, start a blank presentation. All right, so based on the criteria that shared with all yesterday, Ms. Zara shared yesterday, who can tell me the first component? If you know what the first component is, you can unmute and just let me know.
Title slide.
Thank you. So yes, the first page will be your title slide. And for the title slide, you have your project name, your team name, or personal name if you are working alone, and then the date. So what Dr. Zarifa has been trying to let us know is that the project you choose, if it's number 4 and number 4 has to do with fishing and all of those things, you must not use that as your project name. You can use a name that will attract your audience attention to you, right? So, Fadil, take it back to the slide and stay there. So, Fadil, what is your project name?
Keep safe.
I'm coming. Let me minimize the. Okay.
No, keep your data clean. No.
Can you all see Fadil's screen? Can you all see what he's doing?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So he's trying to get his pitch deck ready, and he's starting with his title. Fadil, just type it in. You can make it beautiful after we are done. Just type it in so everyone will grasp the idea. All right, so his title is Keep Your Data Safe. The next thing is your team name, since you are working with your cousin. So you just put a team name. Okay, so Farmers is the team name, and then the date. You can just use today's date. Okay, so Fadil played around with his first slide. That is why it's looking like this. If you're going to be creating your slides, your title would look bigger than this. I don't know what he did and why his title is small, but that's fine. The idea is just to do it like this, and then at the end of the day, Fadil, can you leave it as text? Just leave it as text. Don't add the visuals. Just leave everything as it is. Good. So at the end of your when you've created all 7 or 8 slides, then you go back to add the visuals and make it look beautiful. But right now, let's just get the content. So what is the next component? What is the next component?
Benefit and solution.
Is that the next component? So after your title, what is the next component? Who wants to answer that?
I think benefit and solution.
That is not, it's not benefit.
Problems. Yeah,
Thank
problem.
you very much. Thank you. So
Problem
it's like
statement.
problem statement is your next slide. So click title and put problem statement. Fadil,
I can't hear you.
write your problem statement. Who cannot hear me?
Me,
You who?
Fadil.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
All right, write problem statement. Just write problem statement. Right. So what is your title again? Go back to your title page.
My is cracking.
Go back to your title page.
Okay.
Keep your data safe. If keep your data safe is your
I
sorry,
can't
what
hear
is your,
you.
can anyone else hear me aside Fadil? If you can hear me, say I can hear you. So I know I'm not talking to myself.
You can hear you.
Good. Thank you. All right.
Laura.
All right. Thank you very much. Fadil, you working on?
Then let's talk about it.
What number are you working on?
Page mouse pad, then you increase the sensitivity.
Touchpad.
Yeah, touchpad.
Touchpad settings. Medium sensitivity or what? Which one? Higher, and say it's the most sensitive.
Sally, can you mute your mic?
Somewhere we are coming back.
Ma, they called us. We are coming.
They called you who? Padu.
Sorry, ma. Our mom called us.
Are you back and do you want to continue? Okay.
Ma, we have to go and eat.
Ibrahim Magaji. Okay, Ibrahim, can you open like PowerPoint presentation? Open a blank page and then I'll make you host to share your screen. So Ibrahim, you are the host now. You can share your screen. Ahmad, mute your mic. Ahmad Aliu, mute your microphone. Ahmad, mute your microphone. All right. Can we all see Ibrahim's screen? Can we see Ibrahim's screen?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's fine. So Ibrahim, what project are you working on? From the document that was shared, what is the number?
I can't remember the number, but it's mobile device security.
What?
Mobile device security.
Just tell me the number and then I'll look at it.
I can't remember the number.
Say it again.
I can't remember the number.
Yeah, just say your topic again.
Mobile device security.
Mobile device security.
Wait, that's our presentation.
So that's number 6. Mobile device.
Excuse
Securing
me.
mobile devices.
Excuse me. That's our presentation too.
It doesn't mean, it doesn't matter. One person, more than one person can actually choose a topic. So it doesn't really matter. You have different things to talk about, so it's fine. So if if securing mobile devices is your project topic, what do you want to use as your project name? What do you want to use as your project title?
How to secure your devices.
All right, type it out so we can all see. All right, so the next thing would be your name. Since you are working alone, the next thing will be your name. Assalamualaikum. Unmute yourself. Mute yourselves, please. Elayo, Abdulaziz, thank you. Mute yourself. All right. So after your name, you can put today's date. Have you done that? Ibrahim, you can add the date. Just click on enter, go to the next line and put today's date. Don't worry about it. We all know what you're trying to write, right? At the end of the day, you just go back and adjust everything. So just put 8 August 2024, and that's fine. Okay, leave it as it is. Go to the next slide. All right, so the next component is what? Problem statement. So after your title page, after you've written your project title, your name or your team name, and then date, the next thing to do is to write your problem statement. So if your project title is securing mobile devices or whatever your title is currently, I can't really see it. Can you go back to the first page? Click on the first page. Slide up so I can see it. How to secure your devices. So if you're going to talk about how to secure your devices, what do you think the problem is? Ibrahim, what's the problem you're trying to solve? Please pick up so we can hear you. Someone said they can't hear you in the group chat, chat box. I beg your pardon. So how to get your problem statement? You immediately think of if the mobile device is not secured, if it's not safe, what can happen? What can possibly go wrong?
It can be hacked.
Okay. So in your mobile device, you have sensitive information, personal data, financial details, everything is there. So if it's not secured and you get hacked, what will happen? It means your details, everything, your financial data, your personal data, your confidential information, everything, the person will have access to it, right? Yeah. So the problem you're trying to solve is what exactly? I just need you to say something so we can turn it to like a sentence. Okay, so you can type something like mobile devices are important part of our daily lives. I'm not saying you should use this exactly. This is a demo. You can always change it. The title should be problem statement, and then you can click, no, click to add title, write problem statements there. Ibrahim, are you there? Okay, so I think we lost Ibrahim. Who wants to volunteer? See, the beauty of having your project at the demo project is that you get to learn more, plus you already have content to just build on for your pitch deck. So if you want, all right, so Abdulaziz, Elia, I'll make you host. Open a fresh PPT page and then share your screen so we can do this together. Abdulaziz, can you hear me? All right, so Abdulaziz, you are now the host. You can share your screen. Abdulaziz, is there a problem? Okay. All right, so what project are you working on? From the document that was shared, what problem are you working on? Don't worry about the fonts. Just for the sake of this demo, just use anyone so everyone can just see it, and then you can make it beautiful later. Okay, so you're actually working on the project Safe Gaming Practices, and you want to use Safe Gaming Practices as your title. You know you can change it, right, to something catchy. But if you want to use this, that's fine. Okay, all right, this is beautiful. So the next thing you want to do is to write your name, your group name, since you are working with your brother, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so cyber defenders, that's fine. And then you put today's date. Okay, so the next slide. The title is your problem statement. Okay, so what problem are you trying to solve? I'm asking you a question now. What problem are you trying to solve? Abdulaziz, what problem are you trying to solve?
Ma, we are back.
Trying to stop from
Ahmad Aliu, mute your mic.
Now we are back.
Mute your mic. Ahmad Aliu and Fadil, mute your mic. So sorry, Abdulaziz, you're trying to solve what?
from solve so people online won't know your personal information.
I thought you were working on safe gaming practices. Okay. All right. So there are different problems associated with gaming, right? And
Yes.
I'll just list some and then you can pick. The thing is you can have more than one problem statement, but for the purpose of this, there's so much noise in the background I can't concentrate. Can you move? Abdulaziz, is it possible to change location? There's so much noise in your background. All right, so there's one, gaming addiction. There's two, online harassment and bullying. There's another one, exposure to inappropriate content. There's also like physical health risks of like prolonged gaming sessions, right? And many other problems. So you have to pick one and then work with that. Is that okay? So which problem do you want to work with?
Can you list it again?
So there are like gaming addiction, there's online harassment, there's bullying, there's cybersecurity threats because you are online. There's also exposure to inappropriate content and many others. I'm just randomly saying. So is that a problem you've identified with gaming you just want us to talk about? Let's talk about that one.
Okay.
Are you a gamer yourself? Do you play games?
Yes.
Okay. So what are the problems associated with gaming?
Being addicted to a game.
All right. So let's talk about that one. So if your problem statement is excessive gaming that can lead to addiction and have like negative consequences like poor academic performance, write it, type it out. That is why we are using your project as test project. So you have something to already work with. Okay, so as you're writing game addiction, I don't expect you to leave it like this in your pitch deck. Actually make it into a sentence. You can also make it into like a question, right? But this is just a point. This is just 1 point for you. Make it into a sentence or make it into a question, right? But this is the problem. It's supposed to be a statement, not a point. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, so have you thought of any statements, or do you want me to know? Exactly. So why is gaming an addiction? So if you are going to be asking why is gaming an addiction, or oh, that's great. All right, this is good. You can go ahead to add this could lead to negative consequences like poor academic performance. There are others. You can just add social isolation. And okay, so like I said, you will work on this point. It's not everything that I'm saying that you're going to have to put out. Work on them. This is just like a demo, okay? So the next slide is what? Good, good. Very good. So after the problem statement, what is the next component? That's right, the solution. So you've identified the problem. What is the solution? Do you have any solution in mind, or do you want me to suggest? I am just suggesting. Okay. Okay, so for the purpose of this, it's okay. You can do more later, but I just want others to see what you are doing and to make sure they are following and know how to create the pitch deck themselves. So what is the next component? Go to the next slide. So since you're talking about gaming addiction, you're going to be talking about the benefits of gaming addiction. So the benefits of addressing gaming addiction. The benefits of addressing gaming addiction, not, there's no benefit in being addicted to something. What you are going to be talking about is if you address gaming addiction, what will the people you are targeted at benefit from it? So it will help improve academic performance. That's very good. That's like number 1 on the list. All right. I think you're trying to like add shapes and structure to it. Don't do all of those yet. We're just building the content. So when we are done, you can make it look beautiful. Can you remove all of these shapes you just put? Good. All right. It's fine. 2 is fine. 2 is fine. I want you all to also note that he's just writing out points. We do not expect you to just do points and points. We expect you to like make them into sentences and statements, okay? And as much as possible, try to relate the project you are working on, because everything is like under cyber security, right? So don't deviate from what we are talking about. So that's fine. The next one is implementation plan, right? So how do you plan to implement this solution you want to bring? You're just going to outline some few steps. So for your implementation plan, you can actually just outline steps, just highlight, pinpoint certain things, and move on. So the resources you want to use, how you want to go about implementing your plan. Abdulaziz, do you have anything in mind? Do you want me to like help or suggest? Okay, so you can write something like to create the materials, because you need materials, right? Just say to create materials such as maybe video or online detailing, or just something that you want to use for your awareness. Because to implement something like gaming addiction, you need to create an awareness. Okay, right. So number 2, you can say use social media to launch awareness campaign. Okay. And there are others, right, that you are going to work on later. So let's just move to the next slide. Which is market opportunity. Okay, so market opportunities, basically you are going to be explaining in that slide why your solution is needed. So there's a problem and you have a solution to it. Why will people buy? Why will people buy your solution? Why will people want to hear what you have to say? That is a market opportunity. So that's how talking about how you make your money and how your project or your awareness campaign is going to reach people and all of those things. So that's what you talk about in market opportunity. And then for market opportunity, you need to also know, before then, you need to know your target audience. You're not talking to everybody. You're talking to gamers or you're talking to teenage gamers already. So just niche it down to one particular set of people, right? All right, you can go on. Go ahead. Let me see what you have to say. Okay, so are you done? Are you done writing? Is that all you can think of for now? All right. If that is all you can think of, that's fine. So for market opportunities, there are so many things you can talk about. Aside explaining why your solution is needed, you also need to talk about the potential reach or the impact and also how it's going to make you money. But since you're talking about awareness, I don't think you have to talk about money right now. But the potential reach and then how it's going to impact the people it is targeted at. But what you have now is fine. We can work with that. So what is the next component? Call to action. All right. So basically call to action is the immediate action you want your audience to take. So after explaining what the problem is, the solution, how you want to go about implementing it, the benefits of if they take your solution and all of those things, you have to talk about what you want them to do immediately to address the situation at hand. So that's your call to action, okay? You can, okay. All right, go on. Okay, so if you, Okay, all right. That's fine. What you have now is fine. What you have now is fine. I want to quickly address something. You don't have to be putting, I want my audience to. You can just put it, it's an action plan. So just put the action. Something like, ensure you take regular breaks to prevent strain or maintain physical health. Or something like monitor your gaming time. And then just talk about it in a few lines, right? So you don't have to say what I want my audience to do. You don't have to put that when you are editing it, okay? But it's fine like this. The last one is the visuals now. But before we go to the visuals and talk about visuals, some people, most times in a pitch deck, most times, it's not compulsory, but most times the last slide is usually something like, thank you, or thank you for listening, or thank you for watching, or all of those things. You can put it if you want to, and you can just leave it if you don't want to, right? So the visuals we are talking about is not like another page on its own. No, you can change your background to any color you want. You can add pictures. All the components are there. You see where to add pictures exactly. You see where to add something to make it fine. You can also change your font. You can just play around with it and make it more interesting. Because if you're just talking about, what is it called? If you're showing us text, we'll get bored, right? So just like he's doing, I do not expect you to do the same thing, but you can see he's playing with some elements. So when you are done, you just play around it and make it look beautiful. If you can hear me, can you turn on your video so I would know if you attended this session or not? And I want to say, Abdulaziz Elayo, thank you so much for being brave and bold enough to do this. The beauty of this is you already have content to work with. All you have to do is just edit it, play around with it, and you are good, right? So thank you so much for being brave enough to share your screen and do this. Okay, so now that I can see any of you, now that I can see all of you, is it clear? Do you understand? Can you do this on your own? If it is not, just give a thumbs down. But if it is, you either give a thumbs up or just leave it as it is. Okay, Sally, you said mid. If you had watched from the beginning to this time, I'm not even talking about when Dr. Zarifa was talking. I'm talking about when I started. If you were paying attention from the beginning to this time, you would actually give a thumbs up, because Abdulaziz we started from the beginning and we finished it together. So I don't know why you are in the middle, except you are not paying attention. Oh, Hasna, you are also in the middle. You are in the middle, but you've been here. Your video has been on and you've been looking. So what are you struggling with exactly? Hasna, unmute. What exactly are you not sure about? So we can go back there.
In the marketing this thing, market opportunity.
Okay, so market opportunity, basically, let me say it again, is to explain why your solution is needed. So you already have a solution, but it's like you have a product. Why should they buy your product when there are other products? Right? Do you understand? What is your topic?
Mobile device safety.
Mobile device what?
Safety. Security.
Mobile securing your mobile devices. Okay, so and the problem statement is that if you do not secure it, it is liable to get hacked and all of those. That's the problem. And the solution is one of the solutions could be you have to like have a very strong password so that your informations are kept confidential, right? So the market opportunity for that now is the solution you are bringing, which is what did I just mention? Make your device password as strong as possible. Okay, so it is make your device password as strong as possible. How are you going to do that? That's the implementation plan. Let's just say you want to do awareness, because that's it basically. Everybody is going to most likely talk about awareness because that's the easiest form to like sensitize people about things like this. Okay, so if you are going to do the awareness, how is it going to reach those people? Right? So it's talking about potential reach. It's not always market opportunity does not always mean why your product is needed. It cannot, sometimes it doesn't stop there. You can go ahead to say this is the potential reach and this is the impact. So how are you going to reach those people? You can say you are collaborating with, that's like your market opportunity now. You are collaborating with this brand and this brand to make your awareness go far. Do you understand? So if you look at it and you see that for my project, I can't talk about why my solution is needed, but I can talk about how the potential reach will be or how I'll reach these people or my impact. Then you leave the first part and talk about the second part. Like I just said, if you're talking about securing mobile device, you can talk about your potential reach and how you are going to reach a wide number of teenagers. And that should be like by collaborating with certain brands. So I really do not know the brands right now, but if you are working on it, I think you can make a little research. Just ask Google, and then they'll tell you 1 or 2 brands you can collaborate with to make your awareness go far. Is that okay now? All right. Sorry, Sally, I don't understand. I've been asking you to turn on your video so I'll know your attention span, if you're paying attention or not. But you refuse to turn on your video. Now you have a question. Sally, I understand it. I thought you said how difficult the project is. I don't understand. Can you unmute and just ask your question, Sally? All right. Ashik, what is your question? Ashik, what is your question? Okay. Since nobody's asking a verbal question when I'm giving you opportunity to ask, I'll take it to mean there are no other questions. So I just checked your Cisco performance, and all of you in this afternoon session, you people are not even halfway through. You have just today and tomorrow to finish. On Friday is your graduation. If you do not finish, how will you get your certificate, right? So you have to finish this project, which you will be presenting, and then you have to finish your Cisco work. That is the only way you can get your certificate. This class was supposed to be for an hour so that you can use the remaining hours to go and finish up your work. But it lingered because network was probably bad and all of those things, because some people will start to share their screen and then go off. So that is why the session was dragged to this point. So I'm going to leave you now to finish up your work and then create your project and play around with it. You can also still reach out.
Ma, I'm done with all the models.
You are done with all the modules.
Also,
Ahmad,
the
Aliu.
final exam and the course survey.
Ahmad, Aliu. Oh, yes, you are done. I just saw it. Well done. Well done, Ahmad. But then you signed in twice. So your
Ma.
first account is at 0, and then your second account is 100%. But
Ma.
it's fine. The 100% you can get your certificate. So well done.
Ma, but I don't know why it's showing you I did not start because I'm on model 3.
You are module 2, Halibu. Sorry,
Three.
and it's showing that you've not started. You can see from your end that you've not started.
I'm done with all modules.
No.
Okay, just give me a minute to check for you. Hasna,
Me,
but I
I'm done
can
with
see
all
your
the modules.
progress.
No, you should check. Ma, should we do the
Hasna, I can
exam
see your
today?
progress. You are 22% done. It means you've done module 1 and 2. So you have 3, 4 to finish up. I mean 3, 4, and 5, and then take the final quiz.
Ma,
So
can we do
it's
the exam today? Ma, I'm done with all.
Abdulaziz. Is it Abdulaziz?
Ma, Aliu. Yes.
Oh, Aliu, you're done. Let me quickly check for Aliu. I've not seen you.
Ma, when is the deadline? Tomorrow?
Oh, you have to finish everything before Friday. So for this presentation, it is due tomorrow. In fact, they are both due tomorrow. Your Cisco final quiz is due tomorrow, and this presentation is due tomorrow. Okay, so I can't find you for now, Aliu, but I think I saw it some days ago that you were done. So well done too. If you are not done, please go and finish up. Finish up your project too. If you get confused, tell your parents. They can reach out to me anytime.
Ma, please,
Who
can
wants
we
to ask
do
a question?
the exams?
I mean, yes, you can do your exams as long as you've read and you understand the module. Then you can take your quiz. Because it's not just by taking the quiz. We can also see your mark. We can see what you score. You can take a quiz and you are scoring 10 over 100 and you feel good about it. It means you did not study your module. It means you are shortchanging yourself, okay? All right, so with that being said, if you have further questions, you can tell your parents. They can reach out to me anytime, right? So if the class tomorrow is going to be physical, we will let your parents know, and then they will let you know immediately so you can prepare for it. All right, thank you very much. See you all tomorrow. And well done, Abdulaziz and Aliu. Which of you did the presentation? Well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, thank you very much. See you tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
All right, bye.
Bye.